I'm Kirby Heck.
And I'm Liam Kilpatrick.
We're two best mates who helped each other through mental health hell.
Using honesty, humour and being real when everything felt like it was falling apart. And since then, it's grown bigger than we ever imagined.
Cracked the top 15 of self-improvement podcasts in Australia.
And we're coming for number one.
We've sat down with CEOs, celebrities, Olympians and entrepreneurs. Because this isn't just their story.
It's ours too.
Enjoy the show. All right, everyone. Welcome back. Today, me and Liam, we have a very exciting guest. We have Michael Crawley. So, Michael, you are the founder of Valley Eyewear, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so founder, creator, Valley Eyewear, for people who may not know, is a massive, massive sunglasses brand. It's global, it's everywhere, so it's massive. I might pass it to you, and you can just give everyone a quick catch-up if people don't know what Valley Eyewear is.
Sweet. Yeah, well, I've started Valley 15 years ago with my wife. We both have surf industry backgrounds, and we lost our jobs, actually got made redundant, and I was like, fuck, what are we going to do? Yeah. And I designed a sunglass collection for Quicksilver. We both worked for Quicksilver back in the day, and it did quite well, so I was just like on my ass in Palmy going, what am I going to do? So I started designing sunnies in our lounge room and kitchen, and started sampling and did a first run, and that was 15 years ago. And we kind of stock 22, 23 different countries, sell all over the world, sell tens of thousands or 100,000 pairs a year or whatever, I don't even know the number.
That's insane.
It's insane. So it's all, we've kind of prided ourselves on creating a brand that's different. It's designed in Australia, made in Japan, and it's, people just love it because it's different. So we wanted to make something that was like affordable luxury, but it was different to everyone else. It was unique, and we kind of picked up a following along the way, a kind of little cult following of music people, punks, goths, whatever, and then the mums of Australia found us and love us, and it was kind of like we took off in America before we took off in Australia.
Yeah.
And so it's going gangbusters.
That's
it's
nuts.
Great.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I want to touch on a design question before we get into it all. Because it's something that I've always wondered. You look at some people wearing sunnies and they look really good in them, and others don't.
Yep.
And it's like, you got like the circle sunnies, the square sunnies. They say it looks different on everyone's faces.
Yep.
So like, I don't know if it's like an easy question to answer, but it's like, if you've got like a square jawed brick face, do you have
look at the size of this head. I designed sunnies for my school, and that was tricky enough.
Really wide.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, well, they're all different. So that's what I mean. Like, designing sunnies it's not that easy, or everyone would do it.
Yeah.
I think it just comes with years of experience, and like different shapes and different, silhouettes will fit different size faces, and we actually got popular in Australia because we were one of the first brands to make oversized sunnies that fit big like Polynesian heads, and like one of our first sunnies was called the DB, and it was a wide kind of oversized one, and all of a sudden all these Maori fellas and women just loved us because they couldn't get sunnies to fit their heads.
They're like those big diva ones, and then the Maoris are walking around.
Because they've got wide heads, man, and no one was like the little Ray-Ban fucking Wayfarers just don't cut the mustard. They don't even cover their eyeballs.
The frames like this, like bent down to the side.
So that's how we kind of got our niche from doing different shit that was like kind of bigger was our kind of first thing, and then we just kind of evolved from there. But
no, that's cool. Yeah, because it's like I always like look at different ones, and some look good and some don't. So it's like if you look at me, what ones is that going to be tough if you look at me and go?
This frame we have called Hut should be perfect for you.
Yeah,
yeah, and then we have like different, like I said, in the ranges, different sizes, thick, heights and widths to fit different face shapes.
Yeah,
and you can just tell by looking at someone what some like I can from our range would suit them pretty easily. So it's a challenge, but even we've been making some of the biggest frames of any other eyewear brand, and we're getting requests in our store in Burleigh. People going, we need bigger, and I'm like, fuck, bigger. They're fucking huge. You'd wear an umbrella. Like, fuck, mate. Like, they're massive. So there's, like I said, we do have a big Polynesian culture on the Goldie, Kiwis and stuff, and they have big scones, mate. They're hard to accommodate, but I'm trying my best.
Good on you. You'd walk around and see someone wearing a pair of sunnies and just go, oh, wrong type for you.
You're like, let me help you with them.
Yeah, come here, mate. We'll drag you into the James Street store. We can sort you out.
So you got one on James? I thought you did.
We've got an optometrist in James Street, full optom in there, and we do prescriptions and all that jazz. You tap your private health, and it's good.
Kirby going. He's got one blind eye.
Yeah, mate. I'm meant to wear multifocals. My eyes are fucked. He's just been on the phone all day and
Yeah. No, I'm like this. I can't see fuck, but like this, I'm fine. Like,
So what I want to know is like, so obviously quite successful now.
Yep.
And we skimmed over like the last 15 years, but how did it really start? Like,
Yeah.
we're in the thick of that journey now.
I think for us, we were super lucky with our timing because we started when Instagram started. So we didn't have a
right
marketing
as
budget.
Insta was
as
taking
Insta
off.
started, we started at the same time.
Yeah.
So and then I guess from my connections in the surf industry, I'd met a lot of really cool people throughout the years, like different bands, and we'd done stuff. So I kind of had a lot of connections in the music industry or fashion industry, and I kind of lent on a lot of those connections to kind of help us just put sunnies on heads. Our theory was with no marketing budget, sunnies on heads is all we can really afford, just product like, here, mate, you take a photo and send it over and we'll chuck it on this new thing called Instagram.
Did you found that worked?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it worked.
Insanely?
Insane.
Because I think it's shifted a bit now, hey?
It has. Yeah, I think it's definitely, well, everyone's jumped on board, obviously, and it's,
Yeah.
you know, who isn't on Instagram these days, but I think we were very lucky with, at that point in time, we were in, like, we'd obviously just chasing stores because there was no, like, online stores, you know, like, we didn't know what e-com was.
true.
And, like,
Yeah.
So we were just relying on selling in shops, boutiques, or opticians to get us going, and that was our only source of revenue. So now we've got, like, you know, wholesale arm, our own retail store, and then obviously e-com throughout the world. Makes it a lot easier for new startups and entrepreneurs or, you know, e-com brands to have a crack. So we were very lucky with that timing, I think. We just got really lucky there. But we always made sure we made really good products, like fucking, you know, really good quality. It wasn't like $500. It was like, we think we started out at like 180, 200 when we initially started, and it was like, fuck, you can't get sunnies like, I think Subies and all that kind of shit, like $300-400. So we kind of hit that mid-tier price point. And then that was kind of the start of the success. And then it was just like sunnies on heads. We had like, you know, a couple of celebrities started rocking us. And then
How'd that feel? How'd that come about?
The first celebrity would have been,
like Kat Von D, the tattoo chick, she tattoo artist, she wore a pair of Valley like knockoffs on Insta.
Yeah.
And I kind of sent her a sprayer and sent her a message, and I was like, what are we fucking doing? Like wearing knockoffs of an Australian independent brand. She was like, oh my God. And she jumped online and bought like 6 or 7 pairs.
No.
And then she's been rocking them ever since. So we became friends from that. It's like I'm taking her out for dinner in Hollywood, and I went to a wedding, and so we've been like mates over the years. And it's just like then that connection went to like photographer friends of hers, and that's how I got to meet the guys from Slayer. And
it's all networking.
It's all networking, yeah.
It's just crazy.
I think if you're just a good human too, and you just like don't ask for much, and just be fucking good to people.
Yeah,
it just seems to come back around. You know what I mean? Like,
do you have any like advice for networking? Like, it sounds like a very broad question, but I know people that are just so good at it without even trying.
Naturally.
Is it something like you just?
I think
you just want to be like, you just act like they're made. Like,
I think so. It's just it's just even if you are just genuine. I think like just not always wanting something from people, and just or just going, oh hey, like even just checking in, like hey, you're good. Like what's been happening? Not always like wanting something or like. Yeah, I think that's the good thing. Like if someone's always just trying to leech off you or like...
Because usually you can feel an intent behind someone.
For sure.
You know, like you'll get a message from someone, hey mate, how are you? And you look at it and go, what do you want?
Yeah, here it comes. You're like, here it comes. What's in the next message?
Yeah, you can kind of feel it sometimes.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
And try and juggle that act. So I want to jump back again. Yep. So why sunglasses?
Yeah, I guess... Like
so first I'll say this. So you got made redundant.
Yeah.
And what were you doing?
Yeah.
I was in marketing at Quick, so like I was looking after our surf team, and I was doing like shooting all our campaigns, and video stuff with all like our athletes, Kelly Slater and Dane Reynolds and those guys. So I was kind of traveling around with them, creating content for like catalogs and all that kind of jazz. Which is super fun. It's a fucking good gig. It was when the surf industry was flying and the gold credit card was your best friend. Fuck, I loved it. And it would have missed that thing. the card that is.
Get it back,
And that would have been putting Gold Coast on the map around that time, right? Yeah. Like it just would have been so much talent coming out of the Gold Coast as far as surfing goes.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And so then that's happened.
Even that in itself's like a dream job for most people, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. It was amazing. Just getting to travel the world and like do creative stuff. It was insane.
It's unreal.
So yeah, the Sunnies thing, like I said, when the Quick brought over their eyewear team from France and asked me to take them around and kind of show them Australian eyewear fashion at the time. Yeah. And we're going around and we took them out, had a few drinks, and I was like, oh, boys, like, your Sunnies are fucked. Like, the Frenchies like, we will. Yeah. Anyway, so long story short, they ended up flying me to France and teaching me how to design Sunnies.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, fucking sweet. So I spent time in their head office in Biarritz, and they taught me how to design Sunny. So I did a little capsule collection for Quick, and it sold out, and it went really well. And I was like, oh fuck, I think I'm onto something here. And then so when I got made redundant, a guy called me from work, from Quick, and he's like, what are you doing? And I fully lied, and I was like, oh, haven't you heard, mate? I'm starting a sunglass company. And he's like, I was thinking, fuck, I better do something now. Lying through my teeth. So, then I started it. I was like, oh, that was my inspiration to fucking, I've got to do it now. So I just charged it.
I've got to do it just because I told him.
Because I fully just lied through my teeth. I had nothing going on. I'd just been chilling at the beach and just surfing.
No way.
So, yeah.
So you were kind of like, I should just need to make this look legit.
Yeah, I've got to follow it up now. talk shit.
No way.
Even if I just have 12 of them that I can
just
sell
do
off,
something.
I just need some of them.
I told you I gave it a go.
Yeah, I told you.
And how old were you at that point?
I was like 31.
31.
Yeah.
So, and then that point getting made redundant from a job like that, are you
Yeah.
kind of going, what the fuck am I doing in my life? Like,
Yeah,
what do I do now?
I absolutely was.
And by 31, you'd think you'd have your life path sort of,
100%.
and you feel like, yeah.
And then my wife, she got made redundant as well. She was Roxy, so we were both going, oh shit. It's the day she got made redundant. By that time, I'd developed samples and we were out selling the next day, and we just hit the ground running from that.
So did you just go out and buy all the raw materials and just make them at home?
I had them made. I sourced like eyewear factories in China at the time.
Yeah.
And then had some samples done. The first samples were horrendous, and just had to refine them, dial it in, and then just started with a little collection, and then just went and kind of hit up some boutiques and just charged it.
And how long did it take you to go, like, there's something in this?
I took a while. We were both working. My wife was working in a retail store, and I was doing some marketing for a surf brand, just in Currumbin, just like a local surf label. And so that was kind of keeping the lights on at home. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And then we just pick and pack orders at lunchtime. So it took about a year or so, I reckon, before it fully kicked off to go, yeah, fuck, we are onto something here.
Yeah.
And it started to get momentum. Then we got rented a little space, and we stopped working in those jobs and just focused solely on Valley. But it's hard though.
Yeah.
At the point of when you kind of, like, when it started doing well,
Yeah.
did you ever foresee it becoming what it is now? Or did you ever think maybe we could be global one day? Or
Yeah, I guess, I always had big, like, aspirations for it, thinking, like, this would be sick to be, just to get that shelf space and sit alongside the brand you'd almost, idolise and looked up to, go, fuck, they're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
And when you're sitting alongside them, you're like, oh, that's awesome, like, and, it's been a crazy journey, but, fuck. It's fun.
What would you say is, like, motivated you throughout it? Would you just
aside
be
from
ambitious?
proving the boss wrong?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what, honestly, I actually love what I do. So I think that's the thing. As long as you enjoy what you're doing every day, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And even like today, I was working from home this morning, and our graphic designer, we just worked from home, just been talking on Slack back and forth all day, doing new t-shirt designs, and
Cool.
The passion is still there after like 15 years in it, So like, I think if you've done something for so long and you're not over it and you just fucking love it, and the enthusiasm's still there, then that's the best part.
That's pretty crazy to hear that after all that time, your enthusiasm and passion is still holding strong.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people drip off and they just kind of do it because they've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think just too, like, even when I get samples, like if I design a new range, and we'll get 3D printed prototypes first. So they'll print them up and then send them over to me, so you can actually wear a 3D printed proto to see what the fit's like.
That's cool.
Before we
Yeah.
sample, go to colours and stuff. It's just like that. Still having that excitement. I think it's just a creative thing. You like design something and it comes back into a physical element. It's touch and feel and wearable object that you've done from scratch. It's pretty rewarding.
Yeah, something that you've created out of nothing.
Totally.
Literally
And also,
nothing.
too, I love, like negative feedback. Someone's like, you guys don't do this, or do you reckon you could do that? It's like a challenge. I'm like, fuck yeah, we can. Like anything's possible.
Yeah, I love that. It's
yeah.
like even same as what you said about the boss. It's like you love that challenge and that front-facing, let's go.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's good. We can fucking do anything.
Yeah. I'm going to make an entire company just to prove this prick wrong.
How many staff and that are you at now?
With our warehouse and the store, I think we've got a Christmas party tomorrow, as I said in the text.
Yeah, that'll be good.
There's 18 of us.
Good on you,
So
man.
yeah, it's good. Yeah, we've got a really good crew. All that staff have been with us for quite a long time.
So what was the kind of big break with it?
I just think just having like retailers that were ordering like big amounts, so we knew we'd have that consistent cash flow. Like I think in any business, like that's been the hardest thing in anything. I think is managing your cash flow, making sure you've can turn the lights on, and there's enough money for marketing and product and so I think that's all I would recommend to anyone is make sure you have a good accountant, have someone there that control the money efficiently, or you're fucked. But yeah, again, at the end of the day too, like your product is king. We have a huge return customer base because we make it consistently a good product.
Yeah.
And people just keep coming back for it and they love it. So
And people lose sunglasses really easily.
yeah,
So.
yeah, they do.
And that's like, I've never been able to personally invest in a really good pair.
I never have, eh?
Because I
Yeah,
just
'cause you're gonna
always lose them.
Yeah.
I sat on the last pair I had.
It's funny. I got sent a video yesterday from a lady, and she showed me the footage of her son scurfing behind a boat with our glasses on, and she's like, "He lost him in the water," and I was like,
What am I going to do
"He
about
falls off on his like wakeboard and fucking loses." I'm like, "Obviously."
it? Was she expecting a...
No, I don't know. It was like a bit of a lure, I think.
You're like, gee, that
Yeah,
sucks.
I was like,
Seeing what would come
Yeah.
from it.
it was like, remember the old backstrap? That,
Yeah.
had that on maybe,
Yeah.
And who else have you like managed to work with in the famous people, like saying celebrities?
Oh, we've had a heap of celebs. It's been pretty good. Like we just decked out Metallica when they were just here.
Did you meet them? I've seen
no.
your Instagram. You're at their concert.
I was like, well, we met through like friends of friends, but Kirk Hammett's assistant contacted us and they sent us through a list of sunnies that they wanted, and then they gave us like tickets into like that snake pit thing in Suncorp. It's fucking crazy. And we just looked after that Doja Cat chick. But then tomorrow morning I've got the Royals, like Zara and Mike Tyndall, like I guess her uncle's King Charles.
Rightio.
So they're
I guess,
I'm going to shut the shop down tomorrow morning for half an hour because they got security, and we lock the shop and they're going shopping in Burley tomorrow. Yeah, they're here for Magic Millions or whatever.
Wow.
So
Like the Royals.
The Royals.
What was his name? Mike Tyndall.
Mike Tyndall and Zara.
That rings a bell, eh?
He used to be the rugby guy for like play for England or whatever, and he married like Zara, I guess. Yeah. So they
I love how when Michael goes, like the Royals, and then you could hear
there's a band?
Yeah, like you could hear our brain going, a band or singers, and it's
Yeah.
like, niece of the king, the Royals.
Crazy, eh? They came in last year and shut the shop down, and went shopping, and they've
Did you
been
get a bit
amazing.
nervous?
I met them after the fact. I was away, but I hung out with them at State of Origin in Sydney. They're so nice, like legends.
Really?
Yeah. They're cool, super cool.
Did you ever expect that this was going to happen? Like,
No.
I always wonder, like since you were a child, have you had like an idea of what you wanted to do with your life?
Not really. I was just kind of like, it just seems like it's just fallen into place really over the years, but haven't hanging out with a certain crew like wigs me out. Like I've become really good mates with Marilyn Manson, and
Who's that? I don't know that name.
and he's like
That's not the fucking rib one, eh?
The what?
Oh, no.
yeah.
Is that the rib one?
That's not true though. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm friends with him, and I've had a couple of parties. Yeah, no, a couple of parties at his house with like Courtney Love and.
Did you make him confirm that it wasn't legit?
Hey, so that rib story, you took the rib out. So like,
Courtney Love. I know that name too. Who's that?
Kurt Cobain, from Nirvana, his missus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That was pretty wild, yeah.
Are these in like America?
Yeah, in Hollywood, yeah.
So like going to these that's so interesting. Like a guy just from the Gold Coast,
Yeah.
and then you're over in Hollywood partying with these guys, doing deal like.
Invited to Metallica's front row.
How does that feel? Like, are you used to it now?
It's, not but I still it's crazy. Like some of the situations I've been in are pretty insane. Like I said, I'm friends with the dudes from Slayer, and I flew to America for their final concert and was backstage with all them, and it was like walking out when they went out, and it was just like sold out arena going, holy fuck, what am I doing here? It's a shit kicker from Palm Beach. But yeah, it's insane. I've had some amazing experiences, like through just meeting people through Valley.
Yeah.
It's been sick.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's wild, eh?
And it's just a detachment of you, and it's like the brand just represents you
pretty
so
insane.
well.
I think it's people especially the music industry and fashion world, they kind of resonate with it, and it's like we kind of have we don't give a fuck attitude, and we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We're not a corporation that's controlled by some big boss going, you cannot do that.
That's something I want to ask too, because it's being in a position where you're in. Are you ever scared you're going to make the wrong move, and like you're going to collab with the wrong person? Or...
Yeah, well, man, I've done a couple of stupid things over the years that got us into some strife.
Yeah.
Like we did a photo shoot once. I did a photo shoot through Eastern Europe. and I did a photo shoot at these locations, and one of the locations was a Nazi death camp. And I fully didn't know. And fuck, dude, it was so wild.
Your face was just...
Dude, I honestly had to go into hiding.
Did you find out like when you got there?
No,
or
when
was
we
it,
got
like...
back to Australia, because I'd done these like 11 different locations, and they were all these amazing, like, they're called spomenics. And so like we did, oh, that's sick, and it says it online, like, follow this path, you know. So I went to follow it.
Yeah.
And like one of them had like fucking zero idea. I got back and I was like, I just started getting smoked by the media. Like, it was fucking wild.
Smoke's the wrong choice of word.
I know, dude. Okay, I had some fucking people just knocking on our door, like ringing, like newspapers, Triple J, fucking the radio, TV, and I had to make apology to like the Jewish community of Australia.
No way,
Yeah,
really?
it was wild. Yeah, the guy, they were actually they knew it was a fucking mistake.
Yeah,
and
they could have seen by the fear in your eye. You're like, oh
absolutely.
my god!
And I
like...
pulled everything down immediately, obviously, and I rang the guy, and he's like, dude, this has happened before. Don't worry. And I was like, fuck,
and no
man.
one warned me.
Because it's like it's a thing. Like, you follow this tour of these monuments, and they're like fucking amazing. And so we had obviously intent was like, you know, positive, just to create this epic campaign.
Yeah.
And it was just, fuck. I was devastated, eh?
So you had to just delete it all.
I was gone. Just
like,
fucking...
not the whole
thing, but just that one element.
That section,
that element. Yeah.
Being on the outside, like when you watch that from the outside, I think people tend to like not realise the severity and the impact that it would have had on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they see it and then they comment or they talk about it and then they move on with their day.
It blew over quickly, and it was because people knew it was, the intent was not, we were not trying to be disrespectful. Fuck, I would never do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the worst thing.
How deep in was that? Like how many years into the business?
That was like 5 years in.
Oh, so you're like, oh, we're done.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, you would have thought that's it. Brand's
Because
dead.
it was just a creative thing. I was like, this is going to look insane, like all of these things, and then just, oh my gosh.
And that's like the photography background and all that and stuff.
Yeah, it was just
as well,
a creative
like,
piece, you know. Like, it looked amazing, but yeah, fuck. Lesson learned, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Do more research on
Do
locations.
your research before you do shoots.
Yeah, fuck. Crazy. That one bit me in the ass for sure. But yeah, no, we've had heaps of good times over the years with all, you know, everyone.
Everyone.
It's been good.
Good
Like I said, we've got a
on you.
really good like network and a good following, and we've been pretty lucky, you know. Like, stoked of what's happened with Valley up to this point.
Oh, you should be proud. It's
What's
crazy.
like, if you were to go back, is there anything that you would have done different or is it...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I think the hardest thing is like being a creative is like managing, you know, your finances and cash flow. And like we're talking about business.
Yeah.
I wish that I'd partnered with a better financial contributor, or like someone that could control the money. I hate dealing with money side of things. I'd rather do the creative of creating campaigns and design and sunnies and networking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just wish I'd had a better business manager from the start to kind of like teach us in the early stages of when we started the best way possible to manage like cash flow, taxes, like, you know, just so you knew better from the start. I think that's, you know, that's what I would do differently.
And that's what we struggle with because, you know, being our position of what we are, like we're both creators, we're both in front of microphones, we're both like real social media, we love getting in front of people, and like we know that if we can get in front of someone, brand, guest or whatever, we know that we can close it. And because it's just we have that passion and we have that energy and that backing behind us, but then a brand goes, send us an email, and we're like... the email will be like
spreadsheets, like fuck that. So that kind of shit. I'm the same, mate. It's just not my jam.
We know absolutely not. Like we know how to get the deal over the line. Like we got a deal together with one guy, and he goes, throw it in chat and just send it over.
Chat GPT,
Thank you. Because we had no idea what we were doing.
Our emails just, can you pay us? Question mark.
Can you send me money? Here's our bank account. Invoice? What's an invoice? Surely not.
Invoice is me sending you my bank details, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
mate, I was 100% the same.
I've always heard about invoicing, and then when they asked for one, I'm like, do we just text them our BS?
Dude, 100% I'm the same. Accountants is like, oh, well, those guys are terrifying. I have nightmares about them.
Yeah, well, like we do have a lot of younger people listening that want to chase a dream. What if you were to go back and you're like, you know, I'm going to start the best clothing brand, or I'm going to start this, or I'm going to do that. Where would you start and how would you do it? Because I think at the moment it's very difficult because there's so many it can be very oversaturated. Like
Yeah.
there's so many gym brands
Totally.
and everything.
Yep.
And everyone wants to, and it's sort of a question for us too,
Yeah.
because we have
We got to
so
learn
many.
something at the end of the day.
We have so many ideas in mind, but when it comes to execution, we get analysis paralysis, and we just go. But like we were saying before, we could be billionaires if we executed half these ideas.
Yeah.
But it's
those
starting.
late night ideas.
Yeah. The one where you roll over and write down on your phone, and then the next morning, you're like, the fuck does that say?
Oh, yeah.
I did that. I do that too. I used to have this little notepad when I travel. You know, we go get fucked up, whatever, and you'd be like, "I've got a sick idea," and I'd write it down in the notebook, and I'd wake up in the morning and say, "I'd be like,
What is that?
and
Like,
just rip it out and try to be, do not show anyone that."
And you're like, what's red feather blueprint? Like, anyway.
But yeah, I think too, like you're saying with the clothing thing, even if I was to like say end Valley right now and start again, I think like with anything you do, I reckon it's just got to be totally unique, or it's got to be so individual. Like, I see a lot of people start clothing brands and they go and get an AS color blank and throw a logo on it. Like,
Yeah.
come on, there's no effort. You got to put the effort in and
There's
do
no
something.
heart.
And even if like you're not a designer, like have a crack and fucking try. You know, like, or just try and make something from scratch, source some factories offshore, and try and make some shit that's unique, that is completely different to what everyone else is doing, you know, but is relevant and is a need, like, you know, and something different. People are going to like pay a little bit extra, or, you know, source your product if it's not the same as everyone else, you know. So be individual, you know, do your own shit. That's the thing. And make sure it's good quality. And then, because at the end of the day, product is king and quality is everything. You'll come back and get more. If it's shit, then they're going to be like, that's fucked.
Yeah,
well,
I'm not buying one of them again.
Because my missus is pretty savvy with all of this stuff, and she
Yep.
was like showing me, like, you know, the Define,
Yep.
like gym wear and that,
Yep.
and like all of that. I didn't know, but you can like jump on not Temu. It's one of
Yep.
those ones,
Yeah.
and you can literally order that brand with the name on it, same cut. You would never know the difference for like $4.
Wow.
And then I said to her, I was like, what's stopping me from starting my own clothing line, changing the name, using all their products,
Yeah.
and then selling them? She goes, that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
And
It's
I thought,
insane, eh?
and there's so many people doing it.
Yep.
And there's an oversaturation. But I like what you said, and you got to kind of identify a hole in the market.
For sure. And just do everything different, like do something different. Like, you know, it's like I said, like I've had a couple of mates and said, I'm starting a clothing line. Okay, well, where are you? How are you designing it? You get any help from a designer, or you can employ people to come in and give you a hand, or, you know, teach you to do patterns from the start, or it's just like, again, it's just the effort thing, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's just like you get back what you put into it.
Yeah. And like obviously I don't know much about the fashion world, the fashion
Yeah.
industry. Is it like oversaturated competitive industry now, or is
Well,
it
I
fairly...
think so, and yes and no. But like, if you look at that local brand, the good friends of ours, the guys that do Sabi, they're from Currumbin. They make
Is it alcohol?
it's like a women's brand, but they do starting to do some guy stuff. But they do like kind of oversized tees and all this kind of comfy stuff.
Yeah.
They started in Palmy like 3
They're
years
not the
ago.
ones across from Bolton now, are they?
No, they're across
that's not it.
from they're just down near Sawtells now. Like, and they're next to
Yeah.
Fuel Bakehouse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was close.
Those
close,
guys
yeah.
are fucking killing it, mate.
Yeah.
And they just started making their own shit. They hand paint all the designs. They do all this oversized stuff. The quality's epic, and they go online and they sell out within 30 minutes. It's done.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking mental.
Wow.
And then again, they're just like original, good quality, comfy, and it's like in a saturated market. They found their niche, and
Yeah.
they do a really good job of it.
Yeah.
Great on their socials. Ash and Jace just jump in front of the camera every day and just talk to everyone, and people relate to
In
them.
their clothes. And
Yeah, like, oh, this is the
Yeah.
test, and it works. Like, these are their shorts, actually.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Plug.
Little plug.
You don't even have your sunnies.
Yeah, fuck. Look, I can be saying one second.
Yeah, hold on. We'll
Yeah.
put them on.
So-
But
like you-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're doing a really good job in a saturated market. It just
Yeah.
shows,
Yeah.
I think, by being individual.
They're just being
and unique.
themselves.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
And that's what we sort of noticed, because all the mental health podcasts were like
Yeah.
very similar.
Yeah.
Like it was like
They all felt like the same.
Cue the dramatic music, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But like it was to get the views in, like, and
Yeah.
it'd be like
The
a really
sad
sad
violin
story,
playing.
the sad music.
Yeah.
And like me and Gooby tried them at the start, and we were
Yeah.
like, "This isn't us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't do
And it's a
this."
big thing, like the men's mental health thing. It's
It's
a big
huge.
problem. Yeah.
It's
Huge,
huge.
huge.
I think it's 7 men a day.
7
I don't
men
want
a
to get the
day.
numbers wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
7 men a day, yeah.
And I think 3 to 4 women. Like the
Yeah.
numbers, it's ridiculously big. But we sort of found, and that's probably where we've evolved a little bit. And you look at our social media, it's a little bit different than everyone else's. But
Yep.
we were like, there's a sort of a hole in the market there to have some fun with it,
Yep.
and sort of come from the
sure.
other side of it because it's
Yep.
so dark and it can be
Gloomy,
so.
yeah.
And the thing is,
stale.
men don't like. It's still like, yes, it's 7 a day, but men just don't like to sit there and talk about it.
No,
Sometimes they like to hear laughing, get out of their own head,
Yeah.
hear someone else going through it, and go, "I feel a lot better knowing that someone else has gone through it."
Yeah.
So
And we've gotten more messages from taking that approach, even just by the talking heads in the car, the stupid videos, or the
Yep.
funny reels we do. Like yesterday, the dumb one. People just go, I've binged your content and you've made me feel so much better.
Yeah, that's
And-
so good.
And like you can help people without indirectly helping
Yep.
them.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
it's so interesting in that way. But I did want to ask before I forget, you've got the marketing background.
Yep.
Have you seen it evolve? And how important would you say that social media is on top of all of it?
Yeah, it's so important. It's crazy the power that it has. Like socials, you know, like I said,
man.
fuck, it's insane. And it's even to it's we just see the shift because we do with our content. Obviously, we ship a lot into the US and Australia are our two biggest markets in the world. And what attracts Australian customers versus the US, it's completely different. Like everything here is like user generated stuff and a little bit of polished stuff works really well. The US is all polished. User generated stuff doesn't really work that well.
What,
But-
what does that mean? What's user generated?
like, you know, like say like a chick at home goes, oh, he puts the valleys on and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Or a guy's talking to camera like, oh, these are my new shades, you know.
Yeah.
That works
Buy
really
'em
well
down
here.
here.
But it's totally different from the US to Australia. But social media is so important. I think it's just getting, you know, the right content and people love authentic stuff too, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been saying to a lot of people recently when they're like going, oh, I'm thinking I might build my social media. And it's like,
Yep.
okay, let's say you have two businesses, right?
Yep.
Let's just say, for example, you've got like a talent agency, right?
Yep.
If you've got one that's got, they could be the best in the world, the literal best in the world. But if they have 1,000 Instagram followers,
Yep.
then you've got the one who is terrible
Yep.
but has 10,000.
Yep.
Instantly, people will attract to this one because they go,
Social proof.
social
Yep.
proof.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
and there's a lot of like coaches out there, you know, people trying to be like these coaches and these
Totally.
courses. Same
Even
thing.
with like the e-com stuff for us, you know,
Yes.
we've done the thing of in-house and we were just with an agency and I was like, we want to focus on what we do. We'll go be with an agency. It's the worst fucking thing we ever did, dude.
We know that, bro.
Oh my God, father.
Yeah.
I just clipped them last fucking week.
Really?
Oh, mate, please. And we just got this girl on who works for us now. And she's taken our ad spend from like, the agency was like 2 times our ad spend to like 8 within a week.
Really?
And it's just like, you know what I mean? You get the right person who's passionate about their job and
Yeah.
fucking good at it.
yeah.
Like, we're tripping going to this fucking agency, but yeah, it's...
And you got to look after him too. Like
Yeah.
when we're in real estate, you'd see a lot of associates leave, and they'd be getting paid 40 grand a year, no commissions. They'd have to work the weekends for free, and everyone would be like, "I've trained them up. Why are they leaving me?" And it's like,
Yeah.
Yep.
because old mate that barely knows him was offered double the salary and commissions down the road. You
Yeah.
haven't seen his value.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. 100%.
They've seen his value, and they're not even working with him,
Yeah.
and you haven't.
Yeah.
That used to irritate me.
It still does.
It still
Yeah.
does. So
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I think the guy off High Smile was saying that like the marketing's changed with like influencers and stuff of
Yep.
late. Like you used to be able to get like an influencer to just throw on a pair of sunnies or a
Yeah.
t-shirt and be like, oh, just
Yeah.
got sent this, sales skyrocket overnight.
Yep.
But
I often wondered that with those guys. 'Cause I know they paid like Kardashians like $1 million, Conor McGregor,
Yeah,
and all that.
they
Gave him,
did.
Like, remember?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I wonder if that really paid dividends.
Yeah.
for him,
It's
you know.
interesting.
They like I get saturation marketing like so when it comes to thinking I need to get toothpaste High Smile, but it got
Yep.
to a point where I had to block their ads. Like
Yep.
I was just getting sick of them. Like
You know,
I
you're
think
getting, getting them now because your phone's
Yeah,
listening,
yeah,
bro.
it's
Yeah,
listening.
you've said the word. You've
I
said
think
the
I,
key word.
I think I had to block them, and it wasn't
Yep.
like anything against their product. It was
Yep.
just the fact of I was sick to death of seeing it come up in
Yeah.
my phone. That was the main reason as to I just had to block them.
Yep.
So I think there's probably like an over thing, and I get worried about when we post too much content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, people are going to just be like, "Fuck this
Yeah.
guy."
I do all the Valley one, and sometimes it's like, they go and post, and it's like, you shouldn't do that. Bad strategy. Is like, oh fuck.
What do you know?
Yeah, fuck off. Eat it. But yeah.
So do you find yourself working with a lot of these guys that are local now? Or is it different in marketing? Is it more? Are you spending on ads more?
Yeah, we spend a lot on ads for sure, but we'll just test everything, you know, from the most annoying thing is you go and do an awesome campaign and your best thing will work will be flat lays of the front faces of Sunnies and like, you're fuck. What a kick in the balls.
During this long career, what was
Yep.
the point that you kind of like almost threw in the towel? Was there a point where you were like, this close to quitting?
Yeah, I think, yep, for sure. There was like a time where like we grew so quick and like we were trying to like...
Couldn't keep up.
And
Yeah.
we were trying to fund like our growth because our production time's like 5 months. So we were just trying to order like a crazy amount of shades to fulfill all these orders, and we didn't have the cash flow. And it was just the stress of that. I think for me, it was just like, fuck, I didn't sign up to this shit. like I want to do the creative.
I just want to make sunglasses.
I want to make sunnies and do the creative shit, the fun stuff. I don't want to worry about the dollars. I think that was the thing for me. But like even this year for us, last year, sorry, it was hectic. Like Trump introduced that the tariffs, which was just such a the US is so big for us. And we were doing production up until the start of last year, thank fuck, in China. And our factory quality was amazing. And then we shifted to Japan. So we pushed all our production into Japan. And then he put it, the tariffs up to 140% or something.
Nuts, yeah.
And so that's a lot of our e-com is shipped direct to consumer into the US. So then because it's out of Japan, the tariffs are minuscule in comparison. So that was a blessing for us, but also stressful. And I watched a lot of our friends, clothing brands and other brands, just come to a screaming halt because they were selling in USD into the US and that was their bread and butter. All of a sudden they just got fucking clipped.
Yeah.
So then they had to rejig and re-navigate.
So is it like 140% on top of what you're paying or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you spend $1,000,
Yeah,
you're
you're 2-4. So I saw a thing. Remember,
It's pretty much
local
over
bikini
double.
labels like Triangle, an Aussie brand. They put on their website like, "Hey guys, so we're going to stop shipping to the US because it's going to cost you too much." That's passed on to the customer. But so for us, we just have shifted to Japan and we absorbed the tariffs into the US. We're just like, fuck Trump. We'll pay the tariffs. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So our business into the US is just still cruising.
Yeah, right.
So it's been a blessing.
So you didn't charge extra for the sunnies to sort of cover it? You just wore it on the clip?
Just wore it, yeah.
Yeah.
it's so interesting that you were like, just thought one day, I'm just going to start this sunglass company, and then like Trump.
And then next you're in
changing it.
international politics.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He
And-
changes something, and that affects your business.
Yeah, it does. Well, it affects so much. And 90% of things in Australia are made in China, right?
Yeah.
Clothing, whatever. So
Yeah.
you got to feel for those businesses that were just clipped. The stress and if that's your bread and butter, and overnight someone just goes yoink, see ya.
Yeah,
Do
pull
you
the
think he'll
rug
go
out
back?
from you.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know enough about politics, eh?
He's just saying he's going to abolish income tax now in the US because he's made so much out of tariffs. A couple of days ago, I'm like, holy.
That's a nice brag, isn't
Yeah,
it?
thanks for that. You're getting your full clip.
Rest of the world just got dicked, but we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Describe a time you achieved what you were striving for, only to feel disappointed by the success. Deep
It's,
question.
That's
loaded,
very
it's
deep,
loaded,
isn't
eh?
Man, we were playing with them cards, and I read it, and I went, "We're asking every single
Okay,
guest."
that's great. Okay, so I'd always wanted to get an American sales team set up for us in the US, and I was like, yes, we're going to get that. We're flying.
Yeah.
So I got these two chicks on from Dior, and they came to work for us to do the USA and Canada. We ordered all this inventory, and I was like, yes, we're going to kill it. And then they didn't sell anything for 12 months.
Really? Did they have a
So-
storefront?
They would just sell it. They promised us 120 doorways, all this shit. So we were like, fuck yeah, we're going to be so successful from
Oh.
this. We're going to kill it. We bought in an extra, say, couple of $100,000 or more worth of stock, and they
That
didn't
would've-
open one fucking doorway.
That would have
So that
taken
was-
the air out of the sales.
That was the air out of the sales, if that contributes to that. But I mean,
Definitely.
Oh, no.
fuck, man. But yeah, anyway, we ended up moving the stock elsewhere, but fuck, I was like, yes, we've killed it.
Yeah.
We finally fucking got there.
Yeah.
We've done it. The chicks had their background was outstanding, and we just got crickets. And it was just like, fuck.
How do you recover from losing that kind of money?
Well, we luckily we had the stock, and we managed to pick up other stores elsewhere. And Australia took off, so we had a backlog of inventory that we
so you didn't
managed to move.
send it all there.
No,
You
we
had it.
just bought it all and shipped it into Currumbin in Australia, ready to ship to the US and Canada. From here, we just put all our balls on the line.
Yeah.
And the figure was crazy, and it was just we managed to just sell through it, and it was just like, I thought we'd we're cheering, fucking little party, and then crickets. So that was pretty hectic.
But I mean, at least you then had a somewhat of a foothold in America, and you got someone else over there, or
we just do it direct from here now. It just seems like every time when we get in the US, we got a sales rep in Hawaii. She's an Aussie. It just seems like people in the US don't have the
so good
work
there.
ethic of Australians. Aussies just fucking go-getters, man.
Just go and get it, eh?
Yeah, you can just like trust them. They'll just fucking, they say they're going to do it, they'll do it. But we felt like people in the US, they love to talk the talk, but not walk the walk, you know?
When it comes, I've always felt like we're wary of your time, but when something like that happens, you always look back in hindsight and go, that happened for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
What
2020.
Did you look back and go, that happened because of this?
Yeah, well, I think so. I think that we just turned the negative into a positive.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck it. Let's just shift that product over here.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and we just...
Let's just send it ourselves.
Yeah. So we just shipped it into other stores in Australia, New Zealand, and in Europe, and we still, and even online, our online sales went up. So happy days. So it was probably a blessing because we probably would have been sold out otherwise, you know. So we said, it happened for a reason.
Would you say you like spiritual at all? Like, do you manifest? Do you write it down?
I do manifest stuff. I reckon, I'm a big believer in manifesting stuff for sure. Like, yeah, man, power of positive thinking, positive energy, it's good.
Yeah, I need to get back on that. I had a manifestation board and I looked at it like a year later and all of it came on. Even the car.
All of it happened.
I'm a big believer in writing stuff down. Like at work, I have like those rolling whiteboards.
Yeah.
I need to visualize it, man. You know, like this is what we need to achieve. I've got a thing that says on the thing, we are the fucking best.
Yeah.
I love that.
Love that. You know who's been good for us has been the Hemsworth boys. Chris Hemsworth's been a good friend of mine since we started.
There's his
Oh, the Thor hammer.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, he's worthy.
He's
We haven't
got,
been able
you
to
want to know
do that.
something? Fun fact.
That's been there for months.
Hemsy has the Thor hammer next to the shitter at his house.
No way.
So if you're on the shitter, you can pick up the hammer. You're like, fuck yeah.
I feel like that is all worth. That is so worth going to his house.
Yeah, just to pick up the... It was pretty funny. I was at his house in Byron and my mate was there and I was like, go into the shitter. So I was like, the hammer's in the shitter. And he's like, no, it's not. I said, it fucking is.
He better
He better have the toilet paper holders like on it.
No,
It's like the
flushes
holder.
it. You pull it.
Oh yeah, pull it.
Opens the trapdoor to the party room.
How do you become mates with him?
Well,
Like-
when I was a quick, I used to look after him when he was on Home and Away. So he used to come and stay with us in
No
Palmy.
way.
He just
No
seems
way.
like a
He's a
fucking dude.
lord, eh?
He just seems like
Lord
a
of
dude.
Thunder.
Like no arrogance or ego.
We just went up to the movie set he's doing up at Movie World a few weeks ago. Took my Groms up and he was like fucking in this huge pool, like this underwater scene. He's like, go into the tent and look at me underwater. I was like, he's freeing this chick under this fucking boat. I was
He's
like,
just fucking
he's
around.
such a ledge, eh? Like we went over to the States, went to the Thor premiere.
Oh,
at
that's so cool.
Sunset, was it Hollywood Boulevard, and we had the after party upstairs at the Roosevelt Hotels, like 10-pin bowling alley, and fucking Dan Aykroyd is up there, Miley Cyrus and shit.
way.
It's loose,
Oh,
eh?
your knees would be with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
It took you a second to click. Like, wait a
I was
minute.
like, wait,
Yeah.
mate, I know that now. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty mental. But
He
yeah, he's a
seems
legend,
like-
bro.
He just seems like a big kid, eh? Like
Absolute ledge.
you know, like when you had like a glass pool as a kid, and you go, "Come look at me," and you're like, like that's what he's doing in the tent. Like, look at me through the
He's like,
glass.
go look at the tent, I'm underwater.
He's my inspiration. Like I'm on a diet at the moment. We're going to Bali in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to get it.
His wife positioned that there, so he looks at it
You're
all
doing,
the
you're doing centre fit, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's manifesting.
And I looked at a photo of him the other day. I said to the missus, same. She goes, nah.
Dude, we're at his
Not
house a
even
while
close,
ago,
eh?
and he comes in. He's got doing training for a movie. He's got some like tracker on his arm for his like calorie. Or fuck, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Comes in and he's got no shirt on and gives my missus a card. I'm like, get off, man! This has ruined my life, bro. Get off.
She's like grabbing his
She's
back.
Hold the moment.
She like hugs him, and then like he releases, and she's just still there. Like,
I was like, why are you
babe.
closing your eyes?
We're never coming here again.
Stick it.
we're no longer
that's
friends.
unreal.
Yeah.
I'll show you
How
where to
good.
put that hammer.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You don't really think of them as like real people, just because you
Yeah.
like to hear a story about them. Like,
Man,
it's like
he's
that's right. They're actually real.
Well, like
Fuck,
that's
such
what I
a
want to
legend.
know. So,
Yeah.
like, as someone who, because you said like you looked after him while he was on Home and Away
Yeah.
for so many years.
Yep.
How did it feel watching him on like
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time as Thor?
Oh,
I mean,
mate,
so
you
was
know
that
what's
like
crazy?
that's my friend, or was it like different?
I was working in Quicksilver in Huntington Beach at the time, and he came over and see me down there because he was just bouncing around, sleeping on his manager's couch. He was just doing fucking castings for movies and that. Come and saw me and he goes, oh, you're not going to believe it. I got a role, eh? And I was like, oh, fuck off. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to be Thor. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I go, that dude with the hammer. And he's like, yeah, I go, oh, you're rich forever.
Yeah,
you're done. He goes, "Do you reckon?"
And he didn't even what? He didn't even really
didn't register that he was going to be
The scope of it,
the scope of Thor, and he got like a 6-movie deal after the first one, and it was just fucking.
My mate really looks up to him, and I think he was telling me his story. Did Chris go to give up?
Yeah, he was. Had like a year off.
Or he went to like an audition or something.
He took Liam to the audition.
And Liam got it?
No, they put Chris in after Liam's audition.
That's right, yeah.
Got it.
Talk about sibling
Imagine how
rivalry.
Liam feels.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
And now
We went
poor
down.
Liam's getting the... And now poor Liam's getting the Witcher, and everyone's like, "Fuck off! You're not Henry Cavill." Like,
The Witcher, I don't even know what that
Yeah.
We had Hemsey's 40th down in Byron.
Oh,
a
did
couple
ya?
years ago. Fuck, that was mental.
Fuck, it would be,
He
eh?
had like Powderfinger play, fucking Angus and Julia Stone.
Powder fingers.
It was fucking insane.
Powder noses
Bit
too.
of this, bit of that.
That's like another side of wealth that you just don't even realise, hey?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, mate.
is it like this? Just
It was crazy. Even a dude arrived in his own fucking helicopter at the farm. I was like, get fucked.
He would have come out hanging from the bottom, holding onto one of these, like
we're at the recycling centre this morning.
Yeah, fuck.
Chris
Imagine
Hemsworth
that.
flying.
Imagine rocking up to a party in your own chopper. It's
Man.
insane, eh?
But so,
Man,
like, as I was saying
that's the
before,
dream.
like
Yeah.
watching him on the screen the first time as Thor, was it
Yeah.
like surreal? Could
Totally.
you see it was him, or did
Because
you kind of forget it's him,
Well,
or
I
like?
remember my wife and I was saying the other day when we was at our apartment going, I'm going to go move to America. I'm going to be a movie star. And I was like,
Rightio.
One of a billion that's done that.
like every Aussie says that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's acted in straight from Home and Away or Neighbours or something. And he's just killed it. Like, it's fucking awesome. And I remember my wife going to him, yeah, you're going to be the next Heath Ledger. And I was like, don't do that.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Well, thanks for coming, bro.
Mate,
That
thanks
was
for having me,
unreal.
boys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And you normally wrap it up.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm wrapping it up. I went to go wrap it up. Well, this is what I do.
Nah. All right. Well, look, thank you for coming. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your time, and yeah, see you, everyone.
Love ya.
Thanks.